Hi everyone. I'm Mrs. Miller, one of the librarians in True North, the Teen Services Department of the Longwood Public Library. Thanks for joining me for this edition of Teen Title Talk. Today, I'm going to talk about a new book that I just read that you can download for free from Overdrive on the library's homepage. I'll show you how to find Overdrive, as well as lots of other suggestions for new things to read on the brand new Children's and Teens blog section of our website. If you like realistic fiction and historical fiction, you'll enjoy a brand new book called Clean Getaway by Nick Stone. In this story, 11-year-old William Scoob Lamar is delighted when his grandma shows up in a brand new RV and offers to take him on a road trip across the South. Scoob has recently gotten into some trouble at school, but thinks that his father, who holds him to some very high standards, is being unreasonable by not listening to his side of the story. So when Grandma tells Scoob that his dad knows all about the trip, he grabs his suitcase and goes along. It soon becomes apparent, though, that everything is not what it seems. Grandma is acting oddly, doing things like changing the license plates on the RV at every stop, refusing to answer phone calls from Scoob's dad, and she's also carrying around the wooden box that is her most prized possession, and one that Scoob has never been allowed to touch. Grandma explains to Scoob that the reason for this trip is to finish the same one that she started, but never finished, with his grandfather over 50 years ago. Because Scoob's grandmother is white, but his grandfather was black, they had to rely on something called a green book in order to find hotels and restaurants where they would be allowed to stay and eat while traveling in the South. Scoob can't believe that people would ever have been allowed to behave that way. But his grandma takes her old copy of the green book out of her wooden treasure box to show him. As they travel on, Scoob learns more stories about his dad and both his grandparents, but he also discovers more secrets. Did his grandmother just throw away the cell phone so that they can't be traced? And why, when Scoob finally peeks in Grandma's wooden treasure box, is it full of jewels? This is a great story, and if you'd like to read it too, you can download it to your device using either Overdrive or Libby. All you need is your library card. Okay, in order to get to the brand new Children and Teen Services blog and find suggestions for new things to read, you would start at the library's homepage, which is longwoodlibrary.org. Click on the very top of the screen where it says physically closed but digitally open. Once you do that, scroll down to the bottom of the page where it says especially for kids and teens. Click on the highlighted word blog in the second paragraph. The Children's and Teens blog is a great place to find information about upcoming online programs, online community service activities, and more. In this case, though, after we click on the button for True North, we're going to click on the button that says Reading Suggestions. At the top of the page are links to both Overdrive and Hoopla. They have lots of books, audiobooks, and movies that you can download for free. If you've never used them before, there are buttons underneath with icons for tutorials that explain how they work. If you're looking for something new to read, click on one of our theme bibliographies for some great suggestions. Many of the books listed are available as free downloadable books or audiobooks too. Check the Teen Services blog for information about what is happening at the library for teens because it's updated all the time. And thanks for joining us for Teen Title Talk.